Welcome back to another episode of City Refs, the unofficial officials. I'm your boy Mondo. Of course, we got Varsity Dan way over there. And then we have two lovely ladies, the City Ref wives, on the podcast. How's it feel actually being on an episode?
Surreal. We, I think, deserve, some kind of an award, maybe. End of the year.
I agree with that.
End of the year award for the ladies.
For the ladies.
What would it be for, though?
Yeah, what would it be for?
Supporting you guys.
Support, all the support.
Yeah, actually. Okay.
Love and support behind the scenes.
That was our
Camera.
first talking point, was our support system.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're the support system of the team, but we need support ourselves. So
Exactly.
thank you, ladies.
Yeah, and you ladies do a wonderful job.
We try.
Thank you.
Oh, and look, they're repping the City Ref shirts. We have one yellow here. We got the City Red one there.
Yeah.
I think we were supposed to switch colors, but, it is what it is.
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, at least, we're wearing the same color.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys,
That's what matters.
Yeah, because you heard about the story where he always gets mixed up.
I've texted you before. What colors you wear?
That's
Yeah.
part of the support system.
Yeah.
She
For
definitely
texting
needs
to make
a
sure
reward.
her husband
Award. Needs
both.
both.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't find me. I'm not a lost puppy. I don't need a reward.
Yeah, she texts me all the time. She's like, Mondo, what color are you wearing today? I'm like, yellow. She's like, all right, I'll pack it along with his lunch.
My sandwich.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
Yeah. But we wanted to talk about when we first came up with the idea, what were your initial thoughts of the City Refs?
You got to
Go
talk.
for
This
it.
is a podcast.
I mean, I thought it was neat.
I
Hey.
thought you were a little crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you sure you really want to do this? Like, will people want to listen to this? What are you going to talk about?
Abby's like, I don't even want to listen to you.
No,
What?
no, that's not true.
Yeah, I would say that Daniel and I have a million hobbies.
Yeah.
So I felt like you're like, ooh, and another one.
Another one.
Yeah.
Let me say, all those hobbies are expensive too.
Yeah, man.
That's why we're getting sponsorships. Shout out Tanya and Tyrion.
Yeah.
You're sponsoring this episode. So if you're looking for insurance or you just want to upgrade your policy, check out gowithtanya.com.
Yeah.
That's
English
a nice
and
plug. Thanks,
Spanish.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Abigail's going to say it in Spanish. The sponsorship. Okay.
It's like, wait a second.
Oh.
Here's this.
It's not right.
Got him.
So now that we So now that we know it was neat and surreal, right? How did you feel when you first saw us dressed up as the refs?
You guys are comical. Easy to spot out in the videos. I like watching the games live, and then you can see you guys like over by the goal.
They're like, okay, he wasn't lying. He actually went to the game.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
that is nice to find you guys for sure, especially in the supporter section because there's so many people, so it's like a dead giveaway. But I guess to answer your question, how I felt the first time I saw you guys dressed like that, I'm like, you're gonna go to every game like that?
Yeah, they
I
were
was surprised.
they were like, just in case they're lying on my phone tracker, I actually see them on the Oh man, that was fun.
Undeniable.
Yeah. So I remember walking downstairs and I had tucked in my shirt. I felt ready to go, like first day of school. And then Abby just starts laughing at me.
I think I was laughing at you too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, shorts look good. That's what she said. She's like, you look good in the shorts,
Okay.
right? Maybe it was a different outfit.
No, because you had on long socks and short socks. You're like, which ones? I'm like, well, if you want to look like a real ref, I feel like you need long socks.
Yeah, that's right. I owe it all to you. You saved me.
Yeah.
Socks is what makes us look like real refs.
It does.
You have
It definitely makes the outfit. Because sometimes I do, but when we're at the game, I do pull them up.
Mm-hmm.
I try to remember to pull them up, but sometimes I don't. My calves are too big for these socks. So I need to start ripping them like the players do.
Oh, yeah. That'd be hilarious. Put some sleeves on. We need to start wearing shin guards.
Do refs wear shin guards?
I don't know, man. They should.
I don't think they're getting kicked, bro.
Depends on what game. Oh, man. But okay, so when did you guys realize, like, okay, they got something here? Because like we said, we have many hobbies and we're just doing it, for fun. We still are.
Yeah.
But like, at what point in the season when you're like, all right,
When people started recognizing you guys, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like you guys had, different players, which I thought was really cool that the players were willing to come on the podcast. So I
Yeah.
feel like that was the first, kind of like, huh, all right, like this is
For sure.
and this is like something that they want to pursue and continue. Like they're putting in a lot of time and effort. But I agree with Brittany. Like when I see people come up to you and when I hear stories about people wanting your autographs and stuff, as funny as it may be, but still it's people are really interested in what you guys are doing, and I think that's really cool to see as
Yeah.
your wife.
yeah, he is gonna be somebody.
He's not just a loser.
yeah. My mom was wrong about him. Her mom talks highly of me. She loves me. But it was funny.
I mean, I thought so before, but now I'm questioning that.
yeah. No, all good things. But it was funny because we had gone up for like, a brewski or something like that. And then someone came up and was like, we're huge fans of the podcast. I think it was like one of the first times like we had that kind of like interaction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And I turn around, I'm like, is Abby here? Did you see it? So that was really cool. I think that definitely changed for us. We're still like not used to it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely and as the season's gone on, it's gotten even, crazier in my opinion, where somebody's like, "Hey, can we take a picture?" And we're like, "Sure." And it's people that we've never seen.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to, take a picture with people or people you've seen.
Right.
People that, you see in the section or whatever, but now like people are like going out of their way. And that's pretty cool, and it makes you feel special.
Yeah. And then the first time I'm like, yeah, give me your phone. I'll take a picture of you,
Yeah.
And they're like, no, with you in it. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah. It just,
Which, there is a funny story, though. I need to find the lady's name, but you weren't wearing the jersey, though, so maybe that's why. But this lady...
she didn't know who I was.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, City Ref's huge fan of your podcast. Like, can I get a picture? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, Varsity Dan's right here. So then I bring him over. He's wearing like a blue City Ref shirt. And then so we get a picture. And then she sends it to the City Ref Instagram. She's like, thank you so much for the picture. And she cropped out Varsity Dan at the picture.
She just
Straight
thought you
up.
were a fan.
Yeah, she just cropped me out. I was
Who's this weirdo?
it's okay though.
He's
I don't
come
mind
to
it at
terms
all.
with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. But I mean, Varsity Dan has become, a legend around
Yeah.
these parts,
Around City Park, yeah.
around City Park.
Yep.
Do you remember the
legend
first
of
time you
Varsity
guys
Dan.
heard about Varsity Dan?
That kid walked by us and said he didn't play varsity.
Oh yeah, the kid that was talking crap.
Yeah. And Brittany, just make sure you go with the mic.
My bad.
No, it's all good.
But yeah, that was one of the first times that I got recognized as Varsity Dan.
Yeah. They're like, JV Dan.
Yeah, that was at
You
a
were there, right? You didn't get up and go anywhere. You heard that, right?
yeah. So that was at the
Yeah, we
The
went.
City 2 game.
City 2 game.
Yep.
Yeah, that was incredible. And you guys, am I right? You guys been to one City 2 game? No, you've been to
Been a
multiple.
few.
You've been to one City 2
We
game.
only get invited to the city too.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
I mean, I don't know if you factor that into your talking points, but
Nah.
you
We'll
just threw
edit that
yourself
out.
under the bus.
If we somehow convince somebody to give us season tickets, we're going for 4.
We are going for 4.
Oh,
We are. That's on
Yeah,
our list.
for them
Hard to
and for the
believe.
boys.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah.
No, 1 for me, 1 for him, and 2 to sell to pay for our beer.
But you guys, we're thought about when we
Yeah.
drink the beer.
Thanks.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So nice.
Yeah, but it is crazy because ticket sales are outrageous. I mean, you've seen them. So,
Yeah.
it's our job to go to these games.
Now, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So,
our
like,
responsibility.
We have to be there,
Yeah.
So with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
I think
Telling
that's
yourself that.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Speaking
reference.
of that, there was an instance where you guys had a couple things scheduled.
Dude,
There
come
was
on.
more than one instance.
Oh my god! And this was the last episode of City Refs ever. Yeah, there's been some weddings.
How
Yeah.
was that?
Well,
trying to get me killed.
I've been to 2 weddings that I was left at by myself.
One was our own wedding.
No, no, that wouldn't have flown.
Yeah, I know.
But here he is. He'll come with me to the beginning of the wedding in his nice dress, dressy clothes.
Whoa! These are nice.
And then he'll tell me, okay, it's time. I gotta go. I have an Uber or someone's picking me up. And then he goes to his car, grabs his clothes, and then comes out dressed like this.
At
And
the
I'm like,
wedding?
at the wedding 2 times. There were 2 weddings. Yep. One
So he-
one was in
all for the
April,
cause,
one was
baby.
in September.
He goes into a phone booth and comes out looking like that.
Looking like
yeah,
that.
Hey,
Superman
not all
over
heroes
here.
wear capes.
That's true.
But that is crazy. I mean, and they're always sporting KC games. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
both times. And I'm
It
like,
was.
Well, no. The one I left was it was a different one because that's the one Leuven was supposed to give me my jersey, which is
Oh, right,
crazy because you
right.
almost killed me. You're like, you left me at a wedding and you didn't get the jersey.
Yeah, and it was far away
Yeah.
too. And I was really pregnant at the time. And I was like, I don't want to drive this far. And I don't know why being pregnant and driving that far.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell us about how you were feeling. No.
Dude, this dude
I'm trying to
Danny
get Mondo
needs to-
killed.
needs to stick to the talking points.
The city ref community is not ready for all that.
But
Oh,
all right,
man.
all right, we're gonna throw
Pigtails.
yeah.
I like it.
nice scarves. So
They can't see it so far away.
yeah, we're gonna throw Danny under the bus now. So everyone's been hassling Varsity Dan about playing varsity. You had a funny story at the Paz event about he tried a bicycle kick.
Oh yeah. So my family went to watch him play in Granite
Yeah.
back.
It was
in the
Granite
day.
City versus
Collinsville.
Collinsville, yeah.
Yeah, so it was my school versus his school when he switched schools playing varsity, and my family decides to go watch, and Daniel's like trying to show off,
I wasn't trying to show off.
He was just doing
but he
it,
hurts himself. trying to
I
show
didn't
off.
hurt myself.
trying to do a bicycle kick.
Yeah,
Oh.
trying to make a goal, doing a bicycle kick,
I mean, it was close.
but he didn't make the goal.
No. No, so what had happened was
Oh, okay.
it was a corner kick
Mhm.
and it just came across and it was just perfect for a bicycle and I went for it. Now I did kind of whiff on it a little bit. I barely caught it, but yeah, I did end up kind of hurting myself a little. It hurt a little bit,
It
but
hurt more of the heart.
yeah, definitely. Especially seeing who was in the stands, you know. That was early on in the relationship, so
Yeah.
That must have been really early. Because
Yeah.
we did mention this on the podcast, but we both married our high school sweethearts.
yeah. They got lucky.
They did get lucky.
We almost got divorced the other day when I listened to your last podcast, and you said only been together for 14 years. I was like, oh, is that right?
15,
Well,
14,
we got
who's
married on our
counting?
15-year anniversary.
Okay, 15 and a half.
which
No,
was
no, no.
last year.
I will say this for Danny Cow. He said, I'm gonna mess this year up on purpose to see if she's listening.
Oh, there you go.
He did.
Exactly.
He
I
did.
forgot.
Podcast, yeah.
That's what I said.
So I usually like to watch him like on my way to work because it's like a 40-minute drive. So I'll like put him on and watch him like
Well, not watch my drive.
listen to him. My bad.
I also like to drink a
Technology.
beer. With
I just put it on, over to the side.
yeah, but speaking of the beer, as moving on, the City Ref Brewskis.
Yeah.
Speaking of the city ref brewski, I gotta go grab mine real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
That did make it feel a little more real too when you guys got the
Yeah.
city ref beer.
These are, shout out
And the
Corey
event.
and Old Herald. Yeah, that
Yeah,
event's
the
pretty
event
insane.
at Old Herald.
I was so sad I had to miss that.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome event. I mean, we've talked about it multiple times. Like Ezra doing a lot for us.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just
Love that
crazy.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then how did you
Legend.
like? Now we're skipping over a little bit, but how crazy was it? Like Ezra was over here,
Yeah.
and him and his girl was over here. We got to eat these gigantic steaks, which was pretty crazy.
They were really good.
Yeah.
But it was insane how he was our first guest on the podcast, and then I remember telling you like, dude, Ezra's coming on the podcast. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Our first player. We're only 5 episodes in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then like similar, I'm like, Ezra's coming to the house. We're getting steaks. Like it's just crazy how like this season has changed up like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, super cool guy. And him and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They were
That's pretty
great.
cool. So we're getting back to highlights of the season. Any specific highlights? I mean, you guys didn't go to mini games this season, but we'll change it next season. Hopefully,
Mhm.
depends on our sponsorships. But any specific highlights? It doesn't even have to be about the game. It could be about anything.
I think the events, since we didn't go to as many games, the events were really neat, to get to see the players, get their autographs, get pictures with them. Sometimes additional players would show up to those. So that was kind of
Mhm.
cool for me anyways, not being able to get to go to all the games to see that kind of a side of some of the players. And then also
Yeah.
that's a time for like all of us and our families to be together too. So that's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
We got to go with the kids. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I like those too. And there was a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like at the bar at Hot Shots, and then
Yeah.
at the old, what is it? The old outlets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
in
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
I'm not sure what it's called, but
Yeah.
very cool place.
Four
Was that
Hands.
Schlafly or Four Hands?
Four hands.
Yeah, Four Hands.
Yeah. Brewing.
Yeah,
but that was pretty cool. But
Yeah, that was for the Tim Parker
Yeah.
beer.
That's also part of being a
Pilsner.
city ref wife. You have to be down for all the events and bring
all
your
the
kids.
events. Yep.
There's
Yeah.
events. Yeah. So there's games. There's events.
yeah,
There's
just
signings.
yeah,
Yeah.
random stuff. But the thing is, like they've hosted those events, and we've kind of had to like do it on our own to get to go there, right?
Yeah.
Like I just can't wait until we just get invited to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
That
be
would be
dope.
so awesome.
Yeah. So
We're close, I think.
But a lot of people wanted to know what was the most drunk moment, coming home from a game that you guys remember.
I personally went to pick you guys up the one time, and I thought Mondo was gonna have to sit in the car seat.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was like early on too, like pretty early on.
Because he was being crazy. He needed to sit in the car seat.
Brittany like
Or-
put me in the car seat. She buckled me up.
I don't know. Did you guys have someone else with you?
No, I think it was just us.
Just
two.
you two. I thought
Yeah,
it was
I'm not
three of
sure.
You, but I just remember it
There was three. The other one was
guys
Meg's.
took. Yeah, maybe.
I don't think, I
I don't
think it was
think-
just us two.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
All
recall.
I know is like I couldn't find you guys forever, and then all of a sudden you guys come running across from like Maggie O'Brien's.
yeah. Good
Like,
old
hurry
Maggie.
up. And it was sprinkling, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You
No,
wanted-
It wasn't.
yeah,
It was like
did not want
midnight.
it. Well, 'cause you either just had the baby or were pregnant, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to go out and get them.
No, I think I was still pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
skipped when we first had
'Cause I do remember that.
It was
Micah. I
like-
skipped a few games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a loyal
that's
husband.
true. Yes.
What about you?
Well, I can't say about Danny whether or not he felt that way, but when I don't remember what game it was, but the game that you came home and you had left your phone.
Oh.
And so I'm assuming that you were probably doing a little bit worse than he was, but he's like he wakes me up in the dead of night looking for his phone. He's like frantically moving around. I'm like, what is wrong? He wakes me up out of a dead sleep and he's like, I'm looking for my phone. I'm looking for my phone. And I'm like, okay, like let me help you or whatever. And then he's like, oh, I think it's in Danny's car. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like I can call him or whatever. Oh, and then he keeps looking. I'm like, what are you doing? You said you thought it was in his car. Well, I just need to find my phone. I'm
You
like,
texted him, didn't you? I think
Yeah.
you did.
yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, that
and
was
he
pretty
had to
wild.
still go downstairs
Just
to
to make
check.
sure.
Yeah, to check it all out.
Well, we knew for a fact
Okay.
it was in your car,
Because I
yeah.
was
and I was
watching it.
still looking for my phone.
Yeah, I was watching it on Find My iPhone. or
Oh,
whatever. And I'm watching it go to your guys' house. I'm like, yeah, he has it. It's no big deal.
Oh
And
my
he's still looking for it. I'm like,
Do
oh
you ever use
gosh.
your watch? Because I see you have a watch on. Do you ever use your watch to like?
Well,
pee in?
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Well, I tried.
Well, he tried.
I
but it
tried
wasn't
at the
didn't
house,
work.
but it
Yeah.
was, in Danish truck. But I don't know if it was that night but I remember just being so hungover. And then you were like, yeah, Brittany texted me and said, these stupidos are at White Castle at like 2 a.m. That's our go-to. And I regret it every time we go there.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Oh,
We showed up with the crate.
Yeah.
cakes.
Oh, I like 2 or 3 days after the fact, I'm just still like, why did we do that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Man, I thought like going back because I thought one of your highlights would have been when Maya Lee FaceTimed you.
Oh yeah, no, I did forget about that. So yeah, Miley. So I grew up. Well, not grew up, but I went to school in St. Louis, and one of like my favorite things to do when I did like got done with a test or whatever, I always wanted to go to Miley, which is a Vietnamese restaurant in Brentwood.
Okay.
It's really close to the Brentwood promenade, like that complex or whatever. It's so good.
Yeah.
And so I got Mondo hooked on it, and I told him, we would go there and I'd say, hey, do you see that, that waitress there? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, she also is a rapper and he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. So I've been following her.
Yeah.
And then he's like telling me, oh yeah, Miley's going to be opening at one of the events before a game.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, that is so cool. But I was very pregnant then. And I was like, I cannot get out there and I can't do that.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude? He just shows up with no shirt on.
Hey, someone scored 3 goals.
There you go.
yeah. yeah.
Now that is Weston, my 2-year-old. We're having him hold it down. He's on the phone.
Yeah, he's watching our baby upstairs. Yeah.
So I didn't know who Miley was. And it's funny because I was in line and he's just out walking around that day.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, here comes Mondo with some chick. I'm like,
Oh.
who is this?
It's like Abby's cool.
And he's like, hey, we're going to take a picture. We're going to take a picture. And I'm like, okay. And then come to find out, that's who that was.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And then Mondo had FaceTime me, and I got to
Yeah.
like talk to her.
So cool.
Which honestly, I probably have talked to her like when she's been at the restaurant, but I mean, I didn't like.
Didn't
I was
know.
just secretly fangirling, but it was so cool.
Same.
It
Yeah.
was so cool to like FaceTime with her, and then I got to see like your guys' picture with her. So that was really neat, and I think it's really awesome to watch like. You know, from kind of when she started, I feel like I've been following her for a long time. So from when she started until now, and she's opening, you know, at the city game, like that's so cool. Anyways,
That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. But moving on, because we got to wrap this up pretty soon. We have just a couple fan questions that people wanted to know. First one, Hector G _1991. Do you girls ever sit and wonder what you did to get so lucky to marry them?
That's a good question.
That's a great
I
question.
think this question
Yeah.
should be reversed.
yeah, Hector G. I think that the boys should answer this question.
Mhm.
Do you guys ever sit and wonder what you did? To
No,
get
because
No.
we
to
don't
marry
sit
them?
at the city games. We stand,
Oh, okay.
baby.
Standing room
Okay.
only.
Standing room only, baby. Let's go. All right.
We are lucky.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, same thought. Shelly Salter, I think that's her name. Do y'all have any pregame hype motivational speeches? Before we go, you know how you rub our shoulders before we get into the Uber? What do you guys hype us up with?
Mm.
You better be home on time.
I know, I was gonna say.
Drink too much, have a good time.
Man, Shelly probably thinks that we're so supportive and sweet, and here we are like, get home on time.
Yeah.
Your
Don't-
son's been driving me crazy all day.
Do you know what we've been through?
Right.
Oh man. And then another one.
They see the look. They don't even have to ask.
Yeah. Celebration. How'd they get so lucky?
Phil.
Oh man, this guy. I love this guy. I love this question.
Yes, Phil is great. Yes, Phil, you know, sometimes we do wonder how we got
Yeah.
so lucky, but most of the time we're just thinking how lucky they are that we
Yeah.
put up with them.
After the games, we're hung over
agree.
like next to them, and they look over and they're like, "I'm just so lucky."
Yeah.
Just saying, I don't think they've ever brought us White Castle, so I'm
Yeah.
not aware of this.
Because we don't want to wake you up. We're being thoughtful.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure we're awake.
Right.
I usually come get you guys.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Brittany's driving us around. We're like, stop by White Castle. We don't order anything.
No.
That's never been the case.
I've never, I've never taken you guys to the drive-thru. I think I'm
Yeah.
ready to like.
Well, if you're
roll
picking us
home.
up, we know we're in
Yeah.
trouble. We're like,
Yeah.
go home, go to bed,
Yeah.
be
I
asleep.
think
That's
so.
we
You guys
talk-
are like on their best behavior whenever we get picked up. You're like, don't say anything. No.
yeah. Brittany picks us up. Me and Daniel in the back seat. Like, when you get home, just go straight to bed, fall asleep. She can't yell at you. Just...
She can, but we're not listening.
But all right, last question. Jocelyn _Sheldon, one of our biggest fans and a great supporter, man. She's been
Yeah.
following us all
From the
season.
start.
Yep, from the start, day one. Favorite player?
So many good ones. I like Leuven.
Leuven
Mm-hmm.
from the Cardinals game.
Yeah. Well, we did
Oh,
get
yeah,
to meet him at the
that's
Cardinals
true.
game. That was pretty cool. Daniel kind of ditched me in line and went like, it's like, I'm pretty sure I just seen Leuven.
No, I went
So-
to get you nachos. Or no.
No, they were tater tots. Yeah.
tater tots.
Yeah, tater tots. I didn't get to actually see him. I mean, I've seen him from afar, but I didn't get to talk to him.
What about you, Abby?
Well,
This is hard.
I know this is hard. I mean, I think I guess I would have to say Berkey because I've watched him save all these goals, but I will say I got to meet Akil
Mm-hmm.
and that he's a really great guy. So, and he's also a great player. I don't
Right.
know, it's
It's
so
hard.
hard. So,
So we're gonna restart,
one.
and then when we restart, just say Akil Watts. Ready? Abby, who's your favorite player?
Akil Watts.
There
for
we
sure.
go. There we go. And this is for City, but
But it's true.
yeah. I get
So
it.
you got to meet him at the
Top golf,
Top golf.
Top Golf.
Yeah,
That's right.
he's a really good guy.
and somehow good at Top Golf.
Yes, very
Yeah.
good at Top Golf.
Interesting.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty decent.
I'm gonna have to
By-
see
by
that for
luck.
myself.
Yeah,
But he did-
Yeah, we'll have to get back. We'll have to get back. All right, last segment. You guys are going to be part of the red, yellow, or fair play. segment. All right, you guys got your cards ready. Brittany, you have yours. You can use this one.
Okay.
So we went through. We found a couple pictures of Danny and I throughout the season, and kind of judge from there.
Just throughout the season. Not,
just
not
throughout
past,
the season.
Past photos.
Past photos throughout the season.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going that far back.
Should have did some throwbacks. That would have been good.
I know. Okay, first one, right here. We have the zippers,
Zippers
down.
Oh boy.
Oh, that was a hot one.
We are holding red cards.
I'm
this week.
constantly telling him to pull that zipper up.
Bro. Your beard was looking straight right there, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh no. Looks good. Fresh haircut. The lettuce out. Man, that's one of my favorite
I
pictures.
got like 3 hairs on my chest, bro.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, there's not much lettuce there.
Yeah, I know. But this was awesome because how we went through. So we have the Mondo Wheezy patches.
First iteration, yeah.
Yeah, and the
I like
hats.
those.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah,
I have to
that's
look my
Yeah.
easy hats.
So we got a red and yellow. We'll talk about it after the podcast. Next one, when we ran into Bartlett. Look at this, dude.
Oh, that's good.
We look trashed.
Yeah, we were, dude.
My hat's not even on all the way. Like, Bartlett's probably like,
Yeah.
Mine neither. Mine's just like sitting on the top of my head.
oh my gosh, yeah, this was hilarious. You could tell he was like, these guys, please go away.
Yeah,
Hey,
legit.
smile nice for your
Yeah, he
photo.
was.
That is
Oh, he's a super
And
nice
he
guy.
came on your podcast.
Yeah.
He's one of my other favorite players, especially because he's like a local guy too. UKC is pretty close.
No,
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a cool
close
guy.
enough. Close
Close
enough.
enough.
Yeah, close
Close
enough. Next one here. Ooh. I wish I remembered like
You
this
guys are
moment.
disappointed.
Like,
about
no,
something.
I want to know what you guys were
Darn.
like thinking about.
I was
what
like-
you were talking about.
Our wife's gonna kill us when we get home. Yeah.
And he's agreeing.
Yeah, and I'm like, you ain't lying.
You ain't lying.
What do you got here? What do you got here?
No, it's like I used to play varsity.
I can get fair play,
Oh,
right?
Fair
Yeah,
play.
you get fair
Oh,
play.
okay, so you don't have to
Okay.
give a card.
Do you
Fair
have like
play.
a caption for this though, really quick? Like, what do you think was happening during this?
Man, what's my wife gonna think when we get home? I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone better call us out there to ref this game.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's a good
Right,
one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Next one. I randomly found this in my phone. I'm just looking at Danny like, bro, if you say varsity one more time.
No, what was the first thing? Remember,
It
I got
was,
called out for on the podcast for saying.
Backstory or
Oh,
Backstory.
yeah. Little backstory.
that was that face right there.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. How far back we going with this? Yeah. So what do we got here? Yellow card.
Yellow.
I'll say fair play.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, I was giving him all the good
I
ones.
know. This one.
Oh boy,
This picture's funny for multiple
that's
reasons.
awesome.
Bro, why is my hand so small?
The little hand.
On like
Why is my head so big?
cartoon like.
It does. This looks fake. This is Photoshop.
Photoshop this photo.
Him and the patches. I gotta give a red card for that. They drive me nuts.
That's why I do
The
it.
patch.
Because it bothers so many people.
I know.
And when I'm walking in the stadium, people are like, "Hey, your patch is upside down."
Patch.
Like, yeah, I know. That's why I did that.
Yeah.
They did just have this conversation
drunk.
before.
Yeah,
we
right
walked
beforehand.
down
She's
here.
like, I'm not getting on unless you actually patch. You see who won
Sorry,
that.
but you slapped my hand.
This one.
Oh gosh.
The most recent one. We were testing
so
out
silly.
Riverside for our remote podcast, and I'm like, this dude is thinking hard.
You caught me mid blink, bro.
That
Yeah.
was funny.
You can't-
His eyes.
you
With the
can't do
hand on the
anything.
But the Berkey thinking about that's hilarious.
That is good.
It
Still
is good.
waiting
I
on
like
Berkey.
reading those.
Yeah. What do you guys think though? I mean, Daniel deserves a kiss after this season.
A kiss.
Man.
I mean, autograph.
You like my
autograph, autograph.
sign? Yeah, did you like my birthday
The
sign?
sign was good.
It didn't get.
yeah.
I didn't see it go on the
No.
jumbotron.
That's messed up.
Sadly.
It's probably because there's no consent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
definitely.
All right, but
No.
what do we got here? Red, yellow, fair play.
Yellow.
Okay, Brittany's just like yellow card all day. No, I think this is the last one of Daniel.
Okay.
Wow,
Man, you're here great quick.
dude. When you work where I work,
It's
for
been a
as
We used to
long
long
work
as you
there.
do,
Well,
you
Mondo
look-
used to
you
work
feel.
there
I
with
feel
me,
like
too.
that guy.
Yeah, it's just funny because
Back
like
in the day.
we get these jerseys off like Amazon. One day, hopefully we
It's
get
funny.
like sponsored jerseys or something, get fitted or something like that. But I go to play soccer and then this dude's just wearing our exact outfit.
Yep.
He's getting it right.
I was like, bro,
hey, bro, you copying
guys
me?
rock
we
that outfit
trademarked
better.
this. We trademarked this thing, man. You can't be wearing this.
Hey, you should have put the Spider-Man.
You should
You know,
have
they're pointing at
your
each other.
patch on there. And
Yeah, I know, I
they're
know.
your patch
Should have
on
given him a
there.
pat.
I'll get a patch and just like,
Slap it on.
As you run by, just
hey, good game, ref.
yeah, bah.
Oh man, oh that was pretty fun.
Hey, it looks like he probably had a great time. Okay,
yeah,
he knows how to have a great
Did you
time.
win that game?
Yeah, man, of course.
No, he wasn't even playing. He was behind the camera looking just like this.
I was on the other side, ref.
Yeah,
You're like just sub you in, like tap you in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
'Cause they just have one during those games, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes not even that.
No.
sometimes you gotta ref it yourself.
Yeah. So we're hoping we get Varsity Dan back on the field because we're looking for another.
I need
guy.
to.
Yeah.
I need to.
Even if
I
it's
need to get back out
games.
there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Super sub.
yeah, absolutely. Something like
On
that.
Sundays.
Yeah, during the off season, we'll see. But thank you, lovely ladies, for joining us for this. It's supposed to be a super quick conversation.
For having us.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the
Fun.
support.
Any final thoughts?
Take us to some more games next year.
Yeah.